Alright everyone, welcome to another product demonstration video. Today we are checking out the Milwaukee 2845-20. This is the M18 carry-on portable power supply. Now this kit is a tool only, so included in your box today we're going to find the unit itself, a 6-foot power cable, some marketing material, and a quick start guide. Now this video will be a two-part video. The first part being an in-depth overview of the entire power supply, and then the second part consisting of various field tests with different devices and tools. So make sure to drop a comment below and let me know what you want to see this power supply do for the second part of the video. Alright, so let's start by checking out the top of the unit. Here we find our main carrying handles, which double up as your battery lockout mechanism. We have a twist to unlock knob that allows the handle to stay in place in a short form. Releasing the lock allows the handle to be extended over the batteries to secure them from being removed from the power supply. However, this twist to unlock only serves to lock the handles in its condensed form. Once released, it doesn't do anything in the sense of locking the handles into the place once it's extended. The only way to stop the handles from moving back and forth is to insert a lock into the hole right here. The hole seems to be about a 1/4 inch in diameter, and in this case, this heavy duty Brinks locks that I have actually doesn't even fit. So you do want to make sure you get yourself a lock that does fit this particular hole. Also, if I'm being honest, this lockout might slow someone down from taking the batteries easily, but it really won't stop anyone with any determination. The roll cage here, which is part of the lockout, is just a hard plastic, which can probably easily be cut or even kicked to be broken. If the thief has a little bit more time, you can probably even get away with just removing the 10 T30 screws on the outside to remove the face and pretty much expose the batteries. But honestly, if someone's going to take the batteries, they might as well just end up taking the whole tool. Moving on to the side of the unit, we have 2 carrying loops, one on each side, where you can attach a carrying strap if you choose. We have an official Milwaukee strap that was sent to us for the unit, but any carrying strap should be able to work. To charge the batteries, just plug in the included power supply cable or any extension cord, and the batteries will automatically start charging as soon as the power input has been detected. Looking beyond the handle and the locking mechanism, we see the 4 battery bays with their respective indicators. Today we're using 4 of the red lithium XC 5-amp batteries. Obviously there are larger batteries that will work better, and some of you might only have smaller ones, so we're going with the mid-range battery to kind of get some benchmark numbers. You'll obviously have to adjust your expectations accordingly depending on what batteries you insert. Installing the batteries is just a matter of dropping them in and clicking them into place. And as soon as all 4 batteries are in, I've noticed that the fan on the unit kicks on to kind of just help ventilate and keep the unit cool while it charges. Now the good thing is all 4 batteries do not need to be inserted for charging. You can charge any number of batteries. So if you just have 3 or 2 in, it'll charge them all for you. So the battery status indicator lights have 4 options available to them. We have a solid red for charging, a solid green for fully charged. There should be a slow blinking green light, which I actually haven't seen. Mine just jumps from solid red to solid green, but the slow flashing green indicates that the battery is approaching the full charge. And then we have the rapid red blinking light, which indicates that your battery is either too hot or too cold, and the system is waiting for the battery to stabilize before it begins charging. The batteries will charge simultaneously, which is something I really do like about this unit, whereas some other ones will only charge the battery sequentially, so that will allow you to save some time. And one thing to note is that when the unit is charging, it will disable all the power output out of both the outlets here and then the USB, so there is no way to charge and run a unit at the same time. Once all 4 batteries are secured and there is no inbound power detected, the unit will allow you to power it on. On the top front here, you'll find your power button, your battery presence indicators, your fuel gauge, as well as your overload and over temperature indicators. And here in the bottom, you'll find 2 outlets, your power input for charging, a USB-A, and then also a USB-C outlet. Now, one thing to note is that the unit does require all 4 batteries to be in for it to work, or it will not work. So with just 3 batteries, I can't even turn the unit on. So you can't get partial power or anything of that nature. You will need to have all 4 batteries inserted for the unit to operate properly. And you can't get cheeky and try to load in a dead battery as a placeholder to make the unit think you have all 4 batteries in, because the unit will detect that one of them doesn't have a charge and won't allow you to turn the power on unless all 4 do have a bit of charge in them. And to operate the unit properly according to the instructions, you want to make sure you turn on the unit first and then go plug in your device that you want to use second. Another interesting thing that I noticed is when plugging in the outlet tester, it is actually showing that the unit does have an open ground. The fuel gauge up top here will light up with 4 little bars which act as your remaining charge indicators. So if we have 4 bars, we have 100 to 78% left. 3 bars indicate 77 to 55% left. 2 bars indicates 54 to 33% left. 1 bar indicates 32 to 10% left on the unit. And then with the final 10%, we will see a slow flashing red light followed by a low battery warning. And kind of wrapping everything up, overall I've been very pleased with the power supply as it lets me get some of my power tools out and away from outlets without having to deal with any of the extension cords. Now there are only 2 complaints that I honestly have. One of them is that there is no onboard storage cubby for the extension cord. So when you are out and about and you just want to not use this and make sure you have it with you, there's nowhere to really put it. And the other thing, which is kind of disappointing, is that the unit doesn't have an option to function as an auto backup generator in the event that you do have power loss. But other than that, it's been a handy piece of equipment. Make sure you keep an eye out for part 2 of this video where I test out the various tools and appliances to get some real world examples of how long this unit can last. And as always, if you like the content, make sure to like and subscribe. Drop a comment below with any questions, and we'll see you around for the next one.